Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live. I'm sitting here with Brad Veratis. Brad, you look pretty good for what we've gone through. Your hair's done up.
I didn't grow any, I can tell you that.
Hey, so Monday at 4 a.m. our lives changed for a little bit, but it's time to thank people.
Hmm? Yeah, a small interruption, but it could have been a lot longer interruption.
But I want to make it clear right now, we are open. The beach is in beautiful shape. You saw the water when I was talking to you the other night. It's gorgeous. The bay's looking sweet. Don't stop. Don't think you can't come down because we're open.
We're open. You're going to have, a few things in the road here and there within neighborhoods and stuff. People are still cleaning up. Make no mistake about that. It's Friday afternoon and, again, we just went through a Cat 1 hurricane and it was a messy one. But the people that have put this thing back together to get us rolling, you just can't say enough.
What do you, less than 5 days?
Yeah,
in 4 days, we all have power. There's a few places here and there that they're still running around replacing fuses, fixing stuff, but overall, the whole peninsula's got power.
Yeah.
Let's start with the list, because we've got a long list of people that went way out of their way, didn't worry about the wind, the rain, that went the extra mile.
No, I think you start immediately with Entergy, Texas. On the scene, showed up and showed out. We have been fortunate enough to be able to feed those guys and keep them moving, get to visit with them, stay in close communication. But man, there's a lot of players behind there. Jim Mullane and his crew, they really made it happen. But like we were talking a bit ago, Senator Brandon Creighton, Representative Terry Wilson. I believe
she's got a hole in her house.
Hey, Terry's information going out on social medias and letting people know what's going on has been huge. People want to know what's going on. It's a hell of a lot easier to feel good about things when you know what's happening, that there are things happening, than just being in the dark.
Right.
Not only literally, but figuratively as well. So the information flowing from those guys is great. But, here locally, Doug Saunders, ESD2, William Como, opening up that roadway for us so that we could start to access and find out what's, what has to happen to get people going. But those initial hours, those first hours, those guys jumped in and made, good decisions that opened it up for us. That's huge,
That's one note that I made. I was down there when they pushed, Galveston County actually went in and moved the barricades out. As soon as that last barricade came out, Entergy's trucks, the assessment team, pickups were there. And that's what I made note. And then I was piddling, and as I went down the peninsula, you'd see a truck here or there doing the assessment, and that's how they have to start.
I've learned, you learn something new or more through every experience like this. We've seen a bunch of them. But I will say that just the open lines of communication between folks making things happen, this go was more than impressive. It was more than impressive. They were ready and they showed it. Again, they showed up and showed out. Not only that, and then friends. Friends show up. Hey, what do you need? Bolivar Dave, as I hear, people all the time. Brad, what do you need? I don't need anything. Good, I'm moving on to the next. I'm going to help, and keep moving. Miles and Andy Fuquay, they're just friends. They just come here. They're customers, friends. What do you need? I don't even know what I need. And they stick around, and then they find what you need. We limped through with a generator for a little while, and
had a little problem there, did
it got a little loud and got a little western, but it kept things going. Again, you learn something new every time. But I think the folks that are running things down here as far as recovery goes have seen enough now, and we have right people, aces in their places, that move things along very, very quickly. There's still a lot to do.
Volunteer fire departments. High Island, Crystal Beach, Port Bolivar.
Being tested.
Yes.
Hey, we got some flood, we got some wind, we got some rain. Let's throw a fire at you.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, one's not enough. Let's throw another fire at you. Okay, let's light a pasture on fire. How about a house?
Yeah.
And they snap to it. Yes. again, we say it all the time, and how do you describe the weight of it? I really don't know, other than thank you to the folks that are here and give a crap, because they're not sitting around, they're not keyboard cowboys, they're not bitching about this. They're out there doing,
making it happen.
They're out there doing, yeah, and it's a wonderful sight. And then we're all guilty. We get on that social media, and you say things. Sometimes you mean it, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you're an idiot, and it shows. And I hate that for people. But what I will say is, if you're not out doing something to make it better, shut up. Come on, man. Let's get it. That's what I've learned here.
I did an interview with Jim Mullane and Fred, which oversaw this, and you fed them, and they said the food, they got fed real good. But this time, and I think they've done it in the past, the way they had stuff lined up, they had 3 and 4 contingencies set up for poles, for wire, for manpower, and then when they saw, okay, we've got the east end more or less handled, let's bring in some more crews to get the little stuff done so we can get this power on. And, they said Friday, actually High Island had power, I think 6 or 7 o'clock last night. And when I got up this morning, it was coming down the peninsula.
Yep.
And trucks are still running everywhere.
Yep. TxDot still has some things to do. You talk about these guys working. We left here the other night at 10:30, 11 o'clock. Got it shut down, got everybody fed, and I drove to Stoll, Texas. And the guys in the middle of the night, they've got lights putting poles in the ground. So yeah, I mean, they non-stop. And like you said, you know more about that than I do. I just knew they'd be hungry.
Yeah.
And so we could take care of that part. But learning the staging and being ready for it, they showed they were ready for it.
Now, Keith was the one that talked to Brandon Creighton in his office and did phone conferences with him, and so he was instrumental in working with, okay, we got this now, let's get this, and he did everything he could to keep gas on the peninsula. But man, it was tough. You come off a holiday weekend, our biggest weekend probably of the year, and then before the sun comes up, a Cat 1 hits 50 miles to the south of us.
Need a bunch of gas for generators.
And you're trying to get gas.
That's the nuisance part of this. It's dirty. You got a lot of cleaning to do. And then you have an interruption in services. Perpetuity on the beach during the holiday season, that's what we count on.
Yeah.
That's what we live for, as business owners. So that interruption just, Keith's an impressive dude on his own. What he's done inside and for this community for as long as I've known him, I just, another very impressive individual. So keeping gas, he's actually, he's frustrated when he can't deliver to the community the way he wants to, and the way that they're expected to. So.
And the store was open at 7 a.m. Monday morning.
Yeah.
We got 60 mile an hour, 50 mile an hour winds, and they had employees at the stores for someone that might need some.
It speaks volumes of our teams, and just, they really are families. They're work families. We spend so much time together that we don't spend with our own families at home. So it really does speak to the people that work for our businesses, work within our businesses, that they're committed. And we recognize it daily, but we see it, even more now. Got lunch coming. Exciting time.
Hey, y'all got to see this.
Do y'all want cocktail tartar or anything like that?
I would love some tartar, please.
Gotcha.
So, just so you know what I love when I come here, either the 2-way or the 3-way platter. I like the 2-way, and I can guarantee you if I'm involved with it, it's going to have green beans on it because I love their green beans. We've got grilled shrimp, and then I've got grilled catfish, but really anything here. And let me tell you, their steaks, I will put their filet and their ribeye up against anyone's steak. That's all I can say.
I'm just going to have some pecan catfish, but we're eating with our hands right now. We didn't prepare very well for this.
But I can tell you the green beans are good.
Anyway, I appreciate you taking the time. I know you're busy, David, moving around and kind of documenting everything. And
it's a free meal.
But you did get a free meal. But I really do appreciate round the clock communication with you, your communication with other people. A lot of folks look and you hear the comments, oh, that's Goofy David. Need some silverware, please. Thank you. And I'll tell you, old goofy Bolivar Dave has got some dang good connections and plugged into the communication. So we appreciate you too.
I love my job, and I love Bolivar.
And it shows. And that's what you see from someone like Keith Sahar. He loves his community and what he does as well, and that's what shows. People love what they do.
I've always got to say too, though, when someone needs something down here, when we're without power, but energy's fed. It's Stingaree Restaurant. You have a foot of water or 2 foot or 3 foot, whatever you have down here. Your guys come in, and they haven't had any sleep because they don't have AC, because some of them are from Winnie, some of them are for down here. But the restaurant got open, and the generator, even though it was blowing black smoke, when you needed another one, you got it in here, and you took care of energy, because if they can't eat, they can't work.
Well, again, it's not new. You look at, I think one of the first things I saw on social media was Naughty Beaver Hut down there, picking up their disaster mess. Within a community, we talk about community, but within a community, business owners have a responsibility to take care of those that want to come and feel normal and visit your business and have a cold beer and watch the sunset or sit and listen to music. And so those are the people, growing up with Mona down here, she gets it, she's seen it. Those folks do a fantastic job. And like I said, they jumped right into it. Chris and Karen Gatlin.
They were open.
Can always count on them being open. They are going to be there.
Except for New Year's Eve. That's about the only time they're closed in Jeep Weekend.
Fair enough. And I only find one fault with them, that they're Cowboys fans. But I just, no, there's a lot of really great people down here that service the Peninsula and service the visitors to the Peninsula. And, I'm sure I've missed someone, and I hate that, but there's just truly are a lot of great people down here that understand what community really is.
It's a team, and, we've got our Team Bolivar, but I had businesses that weren't Team Bolivar calling me, and I didn't treat them any different. You need the information, here's what I'm hearing, and here's what I found out, because it's all about getting back. We have 13 or 14 weeks, and July 4 weeks are our busiest, so losing one of those is detrimental, and we need to get back. And so, Gina and I were talking earlier, and we said hashtag bring your patience this week, because not all the staff may be there. They may not have everything perfect, but we're open, and you're going to enjoy it.
And I'm going to tell you,
here.
It's not may not. It is.
Yes.
We are all going to be a little stressed, a little strapped. We're all tired, but again, we bust our butts to get opened up for community and for visitors. That's who we are. So.
And you can't see it, but back here, Entergy's actually in here.
Getting refueled
and getting a great meal. So, well, remember, we're open, we have power, everything's getting back to normal. Come down and enjoy our 27 miles of beachfront paradise. Enjoy our family-owned restaurants, shops, stores, and more here on the upper Texas coast. And right now, the beach is beautiful.
Bring your fishing pole.
Yeah, the water was been green up to the beach, and you said someone came in on the bay the other day and was loaded.
Oh, yesterday. Yeah. Cleaning fish. Yeah.
And after we talked after Katrina and Rita, I can remember fishing, and it was easy. It was crazy. So we're going to head on out. We'll see you this weekend or in the near future here on Bolivar Peninsula. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye.